everyone to reach what they like, what they're going to be happy with here and hereafter. Take away difficulties and bring blessings. Difficulties is bridges to reach to blessings. فإن مع العسر يسرا. استعيذ بالله. إن مع العسر يسرا. After every difficulty, Allah swear, comes happiness. Not without difficulties, but after difficulties. So, the Sahaba of Prophet ﷺ, the Sahaba al-Kiram, when difficulties came, they were happy because they know it means finally going to be blessings. They were asking to go into problems to get more blessings. SubhanAllah. Allah raised them all higher and higher, makes us to follow their holy way, the way of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Madad ya Sayyidi. Shaykh Abdul Pakistani. Madad Shaykh Muhammad Nazim Makani. Madad ya Madad al-Haqq. Shaykh Muhammad Hisham Kabani Madad. أولياء الكرام في البلاد من الإنس والجن. Prophet said, sallallahu alaihi wasallam, when you don't know what you're going to do, you're traveling someplace, you go, ask help. From who? He said, say, A'inuna, ya ahlillah fil bilad min al-insi wal jinn. Ask the help of the people of Allah from that place, either from jinns or human beings. Jinn mean also unseen ones. There's awliya, people don't see them. They're hidden. Prophet said there are people hidden among my servants. If you saw them, you might not give any attention to them. Might be somebody in the street, you go, oh, who's that? But after you pass, there might be somebody, they raise their hands, and Allah grants whatever they ask. He said, so be careful. You don't know. My awliya is under my domes. No one knows them except me, says Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Allahumma salli ala Sayyidina Muhammad. Tarikatuna, as-suhba wa khayrun fi jamia. That's our way in the most distinguished Naqshbandi Tariqah. Its motto, what's your Urdu motto? Slogan, motto. Tarif?
Theme. Asal.
Theme, it's theme. Same thing? Tarif. The theme of the most distinguished Naqshbandi Tariqat, when they asked Shah Naqshband, can you describe your way for us? They used to go to awliya and ask them for a short description, because we can't remember long things. We need something we can use quickly. He said, my way, or our way, tariqatuna, to us, tariqat, as-suhba wa khayrun fi jamia. Our way is association, for the brothers and sisters to come together and sit. Either the Shaykh is going to be present, or as tonight, somebody representing, and the Shaykh is going to be spiritually present. And the blessing comes on the group. What you can't get sitting by yourself, it comes quickly. So sit by yourself, difficult. Shaitan is waiting for the lone sheep. When one sheep or goat goes away from the herd, quickly the wolf is ready to eat it. When we sit by ourselves to do something, quickly Shaitan finds a tasty meal to come and eat. And so many tricks and difficulties. But when we sit together, that power comes more. It's a big group tonight. Alhamdulillah. May Allah bless everyone. Allahumma salli wa sallam. Allah Sayyidina Muhammad. Allah, 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 Allah. عبادك ضعيف العجز. You are our Lord and all of us, your weak servants and helpless. We can't do anything. We can't do anything. Every prophet, every Nabi and Rasul, they were showing people how to be, to reach inayatullah, the help of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala put every prophet into a problem, difficulty. Every Nabi faced difficulties, heavy difficulties. And Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, I'm the most tried of all of them. And when they faced their difficulties and admitted their complete helplessness to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala took them out from that problem. Prophets are masumi, innocent, and more than innocent, infallible. They do as Allah ordered. You can't say so and so. They write sometimes in books, Sayyidina Adam made a mistake, Sayyidina Ibrahim made a mistake, Sayyidina Dawood made a mistake. No, hasha. You can't say they made a mistake like we make mistakes. They were in something to show us something. Their trials are to teach humanity lessons. Sayyidina, we were saying last night for Sayyidina Yunus, Jonah, Yunus alayhi salam. He was at sea on a ship, and a storm came, a big storm. May Allah save us from heavy storms and trials. Bring the goodness that the winds bring and save us from the harm that the wind brings. And the ship began to shake. And sailors, they're superstitious. Superstitious. Like a football player or the baseball player, or one has to touch his shoulder 3 times before. All of them have something. If you look, one has to kick the ground 3 times, one time. They're superstitious. They say, there's someone on the ship brought us bad luck to make this storm. Who is that? We have to draw straws. We said it last night. They took the straws from a broom, all of them the same length, one shorter, and held it in the hand. You can't see which is the long and which is the short. And all the sailors, one by one, pick a straw. Short straw is the bad luck guy. Sayyidina Yunus, he picks the short one. And then everyone looks at their straw, Sayyidina Yunus alayhi salam. They say, you're the one making that problem. Is there a word in Urdu, the bad luck person?
Bad qismat.
Bad qismat. You're the bad qismat guy. Fulan. We're going to throw you into the sea as a offering to the sea to make the sea to calm down, not to be angry with us. We're giving you back to the sea to make the sea to be quiet. But he can do nothing. See, some big sailors, they pick him up and throw him off the ship into the ocean. Sayyidina Yunus, he's a prophet. He's going to show human beings what's our behavior and what's the good behavior. First, he reacts the way we're going to react. Why'd they throw me into the sea like that? How they can do this to me? What happened? Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said, okay. We finished act 1 of this play, now we go to act 2. Quickly a fish or a whale, a hoot, swallowed him up. It wasn't bad enough to be in the sea like that, but you complained, so now it's double. You might get saved if you're in the sea. If you're inside the fish, who's going to save you? Quickly, Sayyidina Yunus, alayhi salam, the order came to him to show what's the correct adab, the correct manners. Everything is built on adab. Adab, adab, adab. Good manners with the Lord. He say, La ilaha illa ant. Subhanaka inni kuntu min al-zalimin. Glory to you, O my Lord. No one but you. No Lord but you. No God but you. No ilah but you. These foolish sailors, there's no sea God and no land God and no storm God. Only you, O my Lord. I was wrong to complain. Your judgment my judgment in your hands. Forgive me. When he said like that, it wasn't that he made the mistake, it's to teach us how to be, to come out from the problem. Oh my Lord, I was wrong. I was wrong. Forgive me. Allah took him out from that impossible situation and restored him to his people more than before. Teaching us how we have to be in front of our Lord, to try to make our will disappear in front of our Lord's will. So many ways. Holy Quran is filled with ways for a servant, if they use it, to come nicely to Allah's divine presence. La ilaha illa anta subhanaka inni kuntu min al-zalimin. Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, he said, it's a wonder if a person would say that 3 times a day, that their rizq wouldn't be guaranteed for them. La ilaha illa anta subhanaka inni kuntu min al-zalimin. Subhanaka inni kuntu. To admit our helplessness. We can't do anything. We can't do anything. We just passed why we brought the story of Sayyidina Yunus, because we just passed last week the day of Ashura. Last week or a few days more, we passed the holy day of Ashura, 10th Muharram. And nowadays, mostly in the Islamic meetings, we're remembering the terrible events happened to the Ahlul Bayt, the Sayyidina Hussein especially, and we're remembering those things. But we have to think, Prophet ﷺ, he was keeping that day before those events ever happened. Why he was keeping that day? He was fasting that day. They said to him, why you're fasting today? He said, I'm fasting because this is the day Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, he rescued his prophets from their difficulties. It's the day of Najat, the day of rescue. And they said to him, Ya Rasulullah, the Jews are fasting also today, because it's the day Sayyidina Musa was rescued from Fir'aun with his people. Prophet said, I'm closer to Sayyidina Musa than they are. If Allah give me long life, I'll fast 2 days next year. As it happened, that was his last year in dunya, but he announced to show that was the day Allah rescued his servants. It's the day Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala rescued Sayyidina Ibrahim from the fire of Nimrod. And he rescued Sayyidina Hud, Sayyidina Salih, all of them, Sayyidina Lut, from their difficulties. And he rescued them when they admitted complete helplessness. Sayyidina Ibrahim, alayhi salam. The Prophet said he's the closest one to me from the prophets. Peace be upon all of them. You know the story. The tyrant Nimrod, he wants to get rid of Ibrahim. Ibrahim saying, worship to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, the Lord of everything. And Nimrod saying, no, you have to worship me. Nimrod was symbolic for our egos, our nafs. Maulana Shaykh Nazim, Allah bless him, said to me, and Shaykh Hashem said it also, every ego is like Nimrod or Fir'aun. To say, Inni Rabbakum Allah. Every ego says finally, I am the Lord. Everyone has to worship to me. Every ego says like that. The secret target of ego, to declare itself to be the Lord. That's why Prophet said, biggest jihad against that terrible enemy inside the two sides of your chest, ego, nafs. Nimrod, he was so angry with Ibrahim. He wants to finish him, make him to be quiet, to shut up. He said to his soldiers, cut an entire forest. Every tree, make a huge fire. That we never saw such a fire before. And they put the fire of Nimrod. The fire was so hot they couldn't throw Ibrahim in the fire. No one could come close enough to throw him. They built a machine. Before they had cannons and rockets, they had a catapult to throw him. But from 1 mile away or half a mile away, throwing Ibrahim. Sayyidina Ibrahim alayhi salam. He's going through the air towards that fire. Jibreel alayhi salam. He says to Allah Almighty, "Oh my Lord, your servant, Ibrahim, your Khalil, your friend, he's in problems." Allah said to him, "Oh Jibreel, go see, he needs your help. Check." So I think he needs help. Go check he needs help or not. Jibreel came with all his speed to Ibrahim. Ya Khalilullah, your Lord sending you greetings. You need any help? He's flying through the air into a fire. What's going to be? As if what's the biggest building in Dallas? If you jumped off it into a bonfire, you need help? Of course we need. What do you mean? Saying to Ibrahim, he's not an ordinary person. He said, "Oh Jibreel, the one who created me, he knows what situation I'm in. He knows. I'm satisfied with his judgment for me. I'm not complaining anything. This is his judgment. Go back, I don't need your help." When that happened, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, he ordered that fire, be cool, bardan, be like a rose garden for Ibrahim. He landed in that fire and it was for him like a rose garden, cool and refreshing, and nice smell also. Everyone else is seeing fire. Only he was. This world is like that fire. One of the signs of the last days, that Prophet said, sallallahu alaihi wasallam, there's going to be a fire burning from east to west. And people have said, what was that fire? It was the Gulf War. No, it was something happened 500 years ago. No, it's going to be this, going to be that. Maulana Shaykh Nazim, he said to us, that fire is something awliya are seeing only, that they have eyes to see with, real eyes. They're seeing every person is burning from inside. East and west, everyone is burning with a silent fire. Burning. Everyone is burning with something because of the conditions we're in now. It's as if the sky was covered with iron plates and the earth covered with iron plates also. Nowhere to run for people. Every day new confusions, new fitnas, new, as Prophet said, like the drops of rain in a storm, coming, mounting up. People are burning. But Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala showing through the behaviors of the prophets how to come out from that fire. The world is going to be like that. You can't change it. But you can be in a rose garden. Even from outside it's burning. But for you it can be barda, cool and refreshing. Who is able to gather his heart or her heart in his Lord's presence, in her Lord's presence, this world becoming peaceful for them. become peaceful. How to do that? How to do that? To be with awliya, to be with them, to try really to make yourself to be with them, to be with your Shaykh, to be with Prophet فَأَفِيرُوا إِلَى اللَّهِ فَأَوْوا إِلَى الْكَهْفِ. Say that ayat from Surah Al-Kahf.
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم وإذ اعتزلتموهم وما يعبدون إلا الله فأووا إلى الكهف ينشر لكم ربكم من رحمته فأووا إلى الكهف ينشر لكم ربكم من رحمته ويهيئ لكم من أمركم مرفقا.
صدق الله العظيم. Holy Quran says, when you leave everything they're worshipping except Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and here worshipping means they're giving all their attention to something. What is worship? When you worship something, it means you're giving all your attention, your personality, your love, your everything is directed toward that thing you're worshiping. We're not giving our attention to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. We're giving attention to something. Everyone can ask themselves. We're occupied with something. Day and night, day and night. Either this, either that, something from this world, from dunya. It's like a worship. So much attention we're giving on that. When you leave that, run to the cave. Allah said, Allah will look after everything for you. وَمَنْ يَتَقِي اللَّهِ يَجْعَلْ لَكُمْ مَخْرَجًا. Who fear Allah, Allah will make a way out for them and provide for them from things sources they could never imagine. How to run to that cave, that calf. How to do that? To gather your heart in your Lord's presence, in Prophet's presence, it means to go to Prophet, to go to his awliya, to try to be present with them. Shaykh Hashem, he said just recently that people are doing something day and night, and they're not giving it any thought. But it's so important. It's something we do. Everyone does it. Day and night without thinking about it. And we're missing a big chance because we're not thinking. Allah says, think. Who's thinking about the signs of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. It's a door for us to get in to heavenly levels. Every one of us is doing something continuously. What's that thing? So you're breathing. Everyone, day and night, without stopping. When you stop, you're gone, you die. We're doing it and not thinking about it. Shaykh Naqshband, Allah bless me, said, no, you have to think about it. You're not thinking. What is that? It's giving you your whole life. Taking in life, taking out harmful. And we're passing and not doing. At least Grand Shaykh was coming to be grateful on every breath, hamdu wa shukr, on every breathing. Thinking. He said that breath is a light from Prophet, from your Shaykh, from awliya, coming, filling your container with blessings and taking out harmful things when it goes out. But you're not thinking about it. As a start, just to sit and watch your breathing. My Lord sending life to me. Life. Harm going away. What else he's sending on that breath? He said the Shaykh is entering through that. The awliya are entering into the ummah. Prophet is entering into his ummah. How? What's coming with it? What's going on? What they're bringing? Only hydrogen, oxygen, nitrogen. No, something else. Something else. What's its limit? Might be unlimited. So many things might be coming, but we don't think about it. We didn't look for it. No one looking. Oh my Lord, I'm asking your blessings where I can find it. Look, I'm giving you. You're not even paying attention to it. We're not thinking what we have. We're looking what we don't have and not thinking what we haven't. They say everyone is living in the past or in the future. I want to get that. This happened already. I'm either angry about it or trying to forget it or wish I could go back to it. But nobody's thinking for now. This is where our life is. This is what we have only. That's imaginary. That's imaginary. Didn't happen yet, happened already. This is happening now. But nobody's coming to me now. Where is Allah? He's now here. But no one's thinking about it. Our brains is only something to hold our hat on top of our heads. We're not thinking. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala make us to think about it. Amen. It's a door to begin to get in. Prophet is visiting you. Shaykh is visiting you. Where is my Shaykh? Oh, he's far, he's in UK. One Shaykh in Cyprus, he passed away, his body there. Where is Awliya? Where? We're not looking to see it. May Allah grant us. Holy Quran says it's not the eyes in your head that's blind, it's the eyes in your heart that's blind. It's not the ears in your head that's deaf, it's the ears in your heart that's deaf. May Allah make it to open. The beginning is to sit and think about the signs of Allah, to try to be present. Mawlana Shaykh used to say, try to gather your heart in your Lord's divine presence, to be present. To be now. Sayyidina Junaid Baghdadi said, Wadadul Waqt, to be a son of the moment, a child of the moment. To be born now, to be now. Try to find a way. Try to find a way. Go into the laboratory and try to find a way to be now. And I'm also advising myself, not just to say it to people and not to do it. Not to be hypocrite. May Allah grant us the blessings of this night and the blessings of this association. Carries away difficulty, bring blessings and mercy. Wa min Allahu tawfiq bi hurmatil Fatiha. Amin, amin. What was the other thing? Leave it for now. Has to fit the moment. There is something. Shaykh Hashem came once to the old mosque we used to have on Bissonnet, near Abdullah's house, and we had the microphone set up. He was going. So it makes a vibration. They have something. Any physicists here knows physics? Somebody? Good, because then I can speak about physics. Any physicist here, I can't speak anything. They have something where two atoms, two particles, the smallest point, they're joined together by something, binds them together. If you separate them, even the distance of this universe, and you do something to one, it affects on the other. Prophet ﷺ, everyone is joined with Prophet ﷺ. Everyone is joined with their Shaykh. If he's doing something from it has to affect on your heart also. But we're not looking to see. No one's looking to see. What is that? May Allah grant us to open our eyes and our ears and our hearts to reach that presence. Fatiha. أشهد أن لا إله
إله إلا الله وأشهد أن